Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my live streams. This is the Ready, Set, Go preview show. This is the show that I do every single week, mostly on Sundays, in which I basically give you a preview of all of the content that is going to be coming out from the channel over the course of this upcoming week. We tend to talk about some news, some current events, and other things that may be top of mind for you and myself, and we generally have a good time. I want to welcome everybody to tonight's show. And I want to say hello to some comic book soldiers before we get started in the on the agenda tonight. Let me scroll up to the top here. Looks like you guys were having a pretty good time. My man Randy Resnake is in here. Super Honorable Nephew here. Matt Woods, James Tomlinson, Johnny Future's in the house. Tina is here. Crypt Keeper Comic Corpse is in the house. It's good to see you, brother. Scrolling down through some of the names. JT is here. Oh, my man, Cool and Collected is in the house. Rob Boswell, how you doing, brother? It is always good to see you, my friend. Thank you for that that video that you sent over. Haven't yet watched it, but thank you for that. Connie, it is good to see you as well. So, Squirrel Madness, my brother from Canada, how you doing, my man? It is definitely good to see everybody, and I want to thank you for taking a little bit of time out of your respective weekends to join me for the Ready, Set, Go preview show. I think it's going to be a fun show. We're going to make it up as we go. This was a big weekend. This is a big weekend for several different reasons. I did Garage Con on Saturday, and I had a good time. I had a very good time at Garage Con, so I may give you guys some details on that. In addition to Garage Con, today is Carter's birthday, so we spent a great deal of time really focused on Carter and whatever it is that he wanted to do, starting from breakfast all the way up to literally 2 minutes ago when I realized that the show was about to start and I ran in the room. But we have spent a lot of time really focused on him, trying to make sure that he has a wonderful birthday that is separate and apart from the festivities that are going to be coming up with Christmas. And so it's been all about Carter today, and I think it's definitely time well spent. So what is this? Who is that said? Rye, how you doing, brother? The Omnis Buds guy said, gotta snag me some of those BCW bands. Man, those things, man, I 5 of them just arrived earlier today, and we left the house. And as soon as we left, I had the notice that they had been dropped off. So I'm actually trying to figure out what I'm going to do with them. Most of them won't stay here. I've cleaned out underneath the table skirt back there, and I'm probably going to put a couple more there. And then I have to figure out another place because they can't stay there. That is an atrocious backdrop. You can't just have a dark blank black wall standing behind you. So I've got to do something with that. But yeah, they're definitely cool, man. Somebody said the gibbon is moved. It's like Elf on a Shelf, man. You never know where the gibbon is going to be. He is always watching. Thank you, Johnny Future. He's back there doing his thing. He's hanging on to back there hanging on to I think it's a video game, graded burger time game that the folks over at Go Collect sent over to me. So he's just hanging out there doing his thing. So thank you guys for all the birthday wishes for Carter. It is definitely, yeah, man, who, as Connie says, is tough when the birthday is around the holidays. Yes, indeed. And tougher for us because it was December 22nd and Kelly was going into to labor, and we were like, man, this is going to jack up the holiday. So we ended up going to the hospital. We did the whole thing, and then we were like, man, are we going to get out of here before the holiday, before Christmas? And so they of course discharged us, but we spend a lot of time trying to make sure we carve out his birthday separate and apart. We don't roll anything into it. We were supposed to go see Santa Claus this weekend. But Kelly was like, you know what, we can't even do that because, he's been asking, but we don't want to confuse the two. We don't want to muddy the waters. We want to keep it separate. So he had a fantastic birthday, I think. Got a great dinosaur cake and a bunch of presents and that kind of stuff. FaceTimed with parents and cousins and all that kind of stuff over the course of the day. So it's been a very, very, very good weekend. Yeah, double gifts. Yeah, man, my parents did it right. Birthday in June, Christmas in December. There you go. I can spread it out, So What is this? Connie says, I lost it. My sister's birthday is today and my mom's birthday was Friday. Wow. Happy birthday. Yo, Comic Collection Agency. Shout out. So let me give you guys a quick download on a GarageCon. I was actually thinking about doing a standalone video for GarageCon, but I was too busy running my mouth to actually do a lot of video footage. GarageCon was fun. It was fun. And I think people realized what GarageCon was about, right? It was an opportunity to, yeah, grab a couple of books for $1, and there were some okay books in there, right? But it was also an opportunity for me to get a chance to hang out with some people that watch the channel, that subscribe to the channel, that support the channel. We had one guy and his son, my man Jerry, drove 6 hours. Jerry and his son drove 6 hours to come hang out at GarageCon. And we had a good time. We spent a lot of time just sitting and talking and swapping stories. And so shout out to Jerry, Bearded Comic Collector, for coming and hanging out. My man, Comic Collection Agency, was there. He showed up with his awesome girlfriend, Skylar, so I had a chance to chat with them. He actually sent me, and I haven't even shown this yet. This is coming. This is from Comic Collection Agency right here. It is an awesome prize pack that he has put together for my 6,000 subscriber giveaway. Wasn't even going to do it. He sent me a message. He was like, yo, I have some stuff for you. So he sent this. At some point, I'm going to announce some kind of giveaway to give this thing away. But it's a figure, a couple of comics, looks like a DVD, a couple of trading cards. Huge shout out to the guy on the screen right there, Comic Collection Agency, my man Juan, for hooking me up with some good stuff. I think he's given us 3 or 4 different giveaways over the time period. So shout out to him. Shout out to, and I will get to the comments. I promise you guys, huge shout out to this guy right here. Cool and Collected. I enjoyed this guy. I enjoy him. He tells some awesome stories and has a fantastic collection. So huge shout out to him. If you get a chance, subscribe to his channel, check him out. Because he has some cool videos, right? He has a nice setup at his house, great statues, great high grade comics. If you thought that my Spidey annual video was cool, you might want to check out his channel because he has some dope stuff over there. So shout out to you, brother. Thank you for coming by and spending some time with me chatting. Who else came by? So we had Jerry and his son. We had Juan and Skylar. We had Cool and Collected. We had who else do we have? I'm blanking out, and it's definitely not on purpose. Oh man, we had a nice group of people that came and kind of hung out and picked up some cool books and just chit chatted for a little bit. I'm getting the screen names and the real names confused, so I'm gonna butcher this. So I may have to save. Oh, Matthew was there. Matthew and his mom came out and hung out for a while. So that was cool. We had a good time chatting with him. He brought me a nice gift. Alan was there and we chatted for a while. Alan, if you guys remember, he is the guy that took the Amazing Spider-Man 110, the Gibbon, first appearance of my man, the Gibbon, back there, took him to Peru and was climbing the mountains with him. So it was cool. It was definitely a cool time. And I will probably put together a video. It might actually be like bonus video at the end of another video, because I don't know that I have enough footage. I don't even know if I have enough still photos. I took photos with people. I don't even know if there's enough of them to really warrant a full video, but we will see what we can do. So scrolling down through some of the comments here. Yeah, Tina's like, it was a long drive. And he said, when I talked to Bearded Comic Collector, he was saying it basically took he and his son 7.5 hours to get back. But they did make a stop. They stopped at a local comic shop that I told them about, and they went and I think picked up some additional books. So I think that it was time well spent. They seemed to enjoy themselves. I enjoyed myself. And at the end of the day, if you have a good time, then I think it makes it worthwhile. So JT, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Bro, 6 hours down and 7.5 back. I mean, that's a commitment, man. And he walked away with like a short box of stuff and 2 slabs. And so, I mean, and I walked away with some awesome stories. And that to me is worth the time, worth the effort. So scrolling down through the comments, I just lost most of them there. So sorry about that. So let me see if I can catch up on these. Yeah, cool and collected. Cool. He's a cool dude. He is definitely a cool dude. So if you guys get a chance, check him out. Scrolling through some of the comments here. Hawkeye, there he is. There he is. Hawkeye was also there. He hung out. This is the guy that had the gibbon, took the gibbon to Peru. So you guys remember those photos that I embedded in one of the videos and I also posted them on Instagram. Hawkeye, definitely a good dude. And give a shout out to my man, Comic Collection Agency. He and his girlfriend and I were trying to motivate him to get on the YouTube thing and start dropping some videos. So hopefully he will feel that pressure and will actually do something. So, and again, huge shout out to him for hooking me up with this right here. This is a prize pack that he put together for me to be able to give away as part of the me reaching 6,000 subs. And at some point, I don't know when, at some point when I get a free moment to actually think through what I want to do, we're going to do something. It won't be onerous. It'll honestly just be like, hey, here's a contest, fill your name in, randomize this thing. We're going to give some stuff away. So what I want to talk about, I want to talk about really briefly this right here. You guys know that I've been checking out some of the independent comics as of late. And I did that video recently where, you know, I wanted to give a shout out to some of the indies out there. And many of you gave me some really good ideas. And I think, you know, shared with other people what people should read if you're interested in independence and like the rationale behind it. And so one of the indies that I've been reading, one of the publishers that is independent that I've been reading stuff from is Ablaze Publishing. I read their Vampire State Building and I enjoyed it. And so they came out with a couple of other books that didn't seem like they were something that I would be interested in. So I kind of passed on them. But then they dropped this one, this Gung Ho. They dropped this Gung Ho. And I had to pick this one up. And this is issue number 1. It just came out this week. It is actually from the artist of The Walking Dead, who also did Vampire State Building. So I picked this one up. I got 2 copies of this. And I'm not going to tell you what it's about, like the true what it's about. But what I enjoyed was it was basically the story of 2 brothers who are essentially orphans, who are outcast, who are being moved from like settlement to settlement to settlement. And it this issue number 1 was a whole lot of like character building. It was like character building and like establishing a foundation, right, for what is to come. And you only have like glimpses, if you will, of what is to come, the big bad, if you will. And I'm excited to see how they do it. But this issue number 1, and you guys know how issue 1s can be. They can be foundational and boring. And this one was actually foundational and fun, right? It allowed you to get into the mindset of the characters who are basically, you know, preteen and one sub-teen boy. And then you also get into the environment and the landscape. And it was a good read. It was a good read. I'm excited to see what the next one brings. So if you get a chance, check it out. Gung Ho. And just as an aside, I don't get any compensation from these guys, not at all. This is my attempt to basically say, you know, I love Marvel guy. I'm a Spider-Man guy, an X-Men guy. And what I'm trying to do is to diversify, to do a little something where I can that is not Marvel, that is not DC, that is something a little different, because I know that there's a lot of really great stuff that comes out from non-Marvel and DC entities. And so this is one that I found that I kind of enjoy. And so that's why I talk about it. So Gung Ho is the new one from Ablaze Publishing. How much is this comic? I don't even know how much it is. Probably says it on the back, but anyway, there you go. There you go. All right. So we got that out of the way. Let me see. Comic Collection Agency says, sounds cool. Might pick it up. Some of the Tariq is saying some of the independents are better than DC and half of Marvel. There we go. Someone got it. The Gung Ho. There we go. Let me scroll down. Vault and Boom. Yeah, I've heard really good things about those. Rye, how you doing, man? I hope you and the girlfriend are doing well down there, brother. So anyone reading Once and Future from Boom? How you doing, Jeffrey? It's good to see you. I have not heard of that one. I picked up, someone did an AOK for me from Boom Studios. It was actually I think it was Aberith. It was like a soldier story with mutants in it. I thought it was fantastic. And I think it was actually a couple of years old because I wasn't able to find in the comic shop the other issues, but I read one and loved it. I mean, and to the point that someone just made, I think that if we, and this is me not casting dispersions on anyone, but I found that if I just limit myself to Marvel, that I miss out on some good stuff. And I try to read where I can some DC stuff, and I try to read where I can some non-Marvel and DC stuff like this. But it's so hard because there's so much stuff that I want to read that is new and that is old that comes out from Marvel and DC that I was trying to struggle sometimes to find the time to read other things. And so I try where I can. A couple of people talking about this Once and Forever, which is cool. Ronin Island, someone is saying. So a couple of cool things right there. Red Mother variant cover. Scrolling down through some of my comments. Yeah, a couple of people are talking about this Red Mother wasn't bad either. There you go. Love Once in the Future. There you go. Again, there's definitely some cool stuff out there, man. So again, this is part of my attempt to diversify myself and maybe cast a little light on some things that other folks are doing, you know. So there you go. We got that out of the way. One other thing. Oh, let me pop up. I wanted to show this. This is actually wanted to show this thing real quick. So some of you may have actually seen this. What is this? Nate says, been trying to spread out to DC. I read a few Batman Joker stuff. I just can't do it. At least you tried. And I think that's half the battle. This is Nate talking. I think that's actually half the battle, bro. At least if you can at least say, I tried. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not your thing, that's cool. At least you tried, you know? And so that's kind of where my head is. So people are always like, and originally people were like, you have to read DC. And I'd be like, no, you have to read DC. No. And I just refused to do it. I just would not do it. And then I read some and I was like, don't like that. Read some more. Okay, I can get on board with that, you know? And I went back and read like the early Flash stuff. And I actually enjoyed it, you know, and I've read some Batman and I enjoyed it. And so it's all about just kind of seeing what's out there and diversifying when you can. And if it is within your ability to do so. So I don't know if you guys have seen this thing, not this commercial, because this commercial is irrelevant to to what I want to talk about. But it is coming up right after this commercial. There's something really cool coming up that I just tried to take a look at myself right before the show happened. I was trying to watch it. So I did not watch that thing on Friday on ABC. I was unable to watch it, but I watched probably 20 minutes of it right before this the show. I was trying to squeeze it in, doing a couple of things with the kids, and I was trying to watch it, and it was actually pretty good. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the Stan Lee thing, I was enjoying it. It was pretty cool because they were actually having some of the actors from his movies, like Agent Cole, or TV shows and things that he was tied to, like Agent Coulson, come up. I absolutely love Agent Coulson, right? I have no clue what his real name is. Absolutely love him. But he was there. Vision was there. So there were a couple of people kind of talking about it, giving a little bit of insight into his life and the impact and stuff like that. And so I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's actually a pretty interesting, I guess you'd like documentary, maybe you want to call it. And I just lost my live stream, so I have to go back. Give me one sec. Oh, what is it? James Tomlinson talking about Philadelphia. Bro, here's the thing. Philadelphia is literally in the back seat of my car right now, and it has been since, it might have been since last week. so maybe like since last weekend. I went out and went to the comic shop. And actually, someone had told me about Philadelphia, so I bought it. I set it on my backseat. It was the only book that I picked up when I ran into a shop and left it in the car. And it has literally been on the backseat all this time. So I am going to pull it out of the car and I am going to read it. But I've heard really good things about Philadelphia. I actually don't even know who publishes that one. I saw the name on the shelf and was like, somebody said it was good. So I grabbed it, I bought it, and I hope to be able to read it. So, but again, the Stan Lee thing, if you guys get a chance, I've heard good things about it. I haven't finished watching. I'm still early, like the first 20 minutes or so. But again, anything that involves comics or Stan Lee or whatever it happens to be, I want to make sure I kind of highlight it so that we can continue to support it and let people know just how important he was to us. So there we go. I'm gonna give myself a thumbs up because I am on YouTube, unfortunately, because I cannot use my interface because I just lost my scroll feature for the comments. So I won't be able to throw comments up on the screen for the rest of the live stream, but bear with me. So Almighty Liar King says, isn't it hot in your car with all that Cali sun? I feel sorry for that book, bro. So a couple of things. No, it is our rainy season right now. So it is cold and rainy in Northern California. I wish that there were some sun, and my car typically is covered when I'm at work. And so during the day at home, again, right now, it's not too big. It's not too bad because it is wet outside. Thanks for the heads up on the Stan Lee show, says Joe. Check it out. I think it's on ABC. I actually pulled it up on demand. I did a quick search for it on cable and it actually pulled it up. So you may have to do the same. I'm not sure if it's actually still running. So scroll down. Yeah, so that Clay is bringing up an interesting point. So one of the things that I was a little concerned about and a little bit that I watched of the show involving Stan Lee was that they just kind of kept talking about like Stan the man, Stan this, Stan created all of these characters. And I've been always paying a little bit more attention to the feelings that people have about Stan getting all the credit for the things that get created, right? Because Stan did not do the things that he did solo. And in the first little bit, they started to, as I had this feeling, like, are they just going to give all the credit to Stan? As I had that feeling, had that thought, they started to mention some other creators. And Kirby was one of those people, to Clay's point here. So I'm very glad that they've actually started to kind of acknowledge other people, that he wasn't solo. We'll see how the rest of the thing goes. But at the same time, it is, a Stan Lee thing, right? But at one point, I think they mentioned like Stan Lee and his co-creators. And so I felt good about that hopefully the rest of the show will be balanced. So scrolling down through the comments here, you guys, there you go. James Tomlinson is like, not just Stan, Kirby is king. There you go. What does it say? A couple of people talking about my video. Reggie has a video on entering the giveaways. Yeah. So Sully Two Kings, thank you for that, brother. And again, I'm glad you guys are kind of helping me out because I missed some of the comments. But if anyone is unable to enter the giveaways, all you have to do is to search for Regie Collects Go Collect giveaway. And there is a video that I've recorded that basically provides you all the details on how to actually enter the weekly giveaways. The giveaways basically run from Monday to Sunday morning, and then the giveaway happens that night. And sometimes there's some adjustments that I make based upon my life getting in the way of my hobby of comics, and I make those adjustments. But generally speaking, it is basically Monday through Sunday morning is when the contest rolls. So again, if you search for it, you should be able to find it. If you have any issues, just make sure you send me an email to probably send it to Regie at RegieCollects.com. So Regie at RegieCollects.com, and I can actually see it there. All right. What's in the bin? Nothing. That bin is completely empty. That is a fake out bin in case someone breaks in my house. They grab a no, these are, I just assembled those bins a few moments ago. I assembled them and just stacked them there. They're actually going to not stay in that spot. All right. So we talked about Ablaze. We talked about Stan Lee. I wanted to make sure that I spoke about those things. Let me give you guys a heads up on what's going to be coming out from the show this week. So I have a couple of videos, and I may do a bonus video or two. I need to think about it because I have some Garage Con footage, but it's not a whole lot. So it might actually be a short video, or it might be just a bonus video, or I might append it to the end of another video. I haven't quite decided because I haven't watched the footage, to be honest with you. So after Garage Con, I actually took a nap. After Garage Con, I sat on the sofa and I took an hour-long nap, and then it was all family time after that. So So a couple of videos dropping this week. There is one that is a special project that I'm dropping, and it involves my man Spider-Man. And so it is a special project, just a way to kind of keep the hobby interesting for me. So I think it's going to be a cool video. If you like Spider-Man, if you like Amazing Spider-Man, if you like Venom, if you like Carnage, this could be a cool video that you might want to check out. I'm also going to do a Spider-Man haul. There's a Spider-Man haul video that's going to be dropping this week. I'm going to release another poo-poo platter video. So if you guys remember the poo-poo platter haul that I did a couple of weeks ago, I'm going to drop another one of those. And for those that don't know what a poo-poo platter is, it's basically just it's a video in which there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. It's an assortment, if you will. So there's a poo-poo platter video that's going to drop. There is a mystery AOK that I'll be dropping this week. I may have a Christmas unboxing. A couple of people have sent me some Christmas gifts, some of which I've already opened and shown in other videos, but there's a couple more that are sitting right there and outside the room that I may unbox in a video, and I'll be releasing that video. And then, like I said, I may release a bonus video or two. So if you guys were paying attention there just a couple of moments ago, I dropped that my email address. Yeah, right. Empty box. No, that I have to pop over to YouTube to actually see the comments. So I'm laughing at Cool and Collected's comment here. Where he says, "Yeah, right. Empty boxes. That's what my wife. That's what I tell my wife when she asks what's inside my boxes in the comic room. Those are seriously empty boxes, though. They are seriously not all of them. The top ones. The top ones." But if you didn't catch it, no, it's not poo poo. It's PUPU, not POOP. Poo poo platter. Come on, people. Come on. If you guys did not catch it, Aaron Finkelstein just posted it up there. I just dropped the new email address that I'm going to try to switch to. It is Regie@RegieCollects.com. That's the new one. You may still see some videos, maybe for another week and a half or something like that, that still may reference the Gmail account, but I'm slowly but surely trying to migrate over to Regie@RegieCollects.com. And if you haven't yet been to the website, you probably missed out on an exclusive Garage Con t-shirt. There was a t-shirt that dropped at Garage Con because people were like, "Hey, so what's happening at Garage Con?" All kinds of craziness. We gave some stuff away. We sold some books for like $1. We also broke out a new t-shirt. So this is, I can't even see myself because this is delayed. Let me pop it open to the other screen. So this is the new t-shirt that just dropped. This was a couple of people were able to pick these up at Garage Con yesterday. It's a new shirt that my man Scott, who is a subscriber of the channel, actually put together for me. It says Pedigree Newsstand Mark Jewelers Virgin 30-cent price variant, and in the middle, comic book soldier. So this is probably going to be the last red shirt that I do for a while. But there are limited quantities of this available, like specifically the small. I think there's only like 2 left of the small and maybe 3 of the medium, and then some of the other sizes. So if you're interested in picking up a shirt, if you head over to regiecollects@gmail.com, I'm already doing it. If you head over to regiecollects.com, you can actually find the shirts there. And then there's also a video on the page where I talk a little bit about the channel and I talk a little bit about who I am as a person. And that video right now is only available on the website. So check that out if you get a chance. All right. So let's go ahead and give away a book. And this is this week's book right here. It is Eternals #3. This is the first appearance of Circe. It is a 9.6 with white pages. Really, really nice copy of this book. I don't even have my 3rd issue graded, but this is a nice clean copy. And again, the first appearance of Circe. As you guys know, there is a movie that is coming out about the Eternals, and just as an aside, Angelina Jolie is not Circe, as several people pointed out to me. But sometimes when I'm filming videos late at night, I just make stuff up. I literally make stuff up. I was walking down the hall at work, and when the video dropped, and someone posted up a comment, "Reggie, I'm sorry to break it to you, Angelina Jolie is not playing Circe," and my heart sank because I messed up. And then there were several other comments. I think someone said, "I hate to be this guy, but Angelina Jolie is not playing Circe." So my bad, my apologies. I sometimes make things up. Now, why is that relevant? It's relevant because the phrase that I made all this up on the fly. Like when I'm recording videos, I literally make stuff up. And there might have been a moment if you watch that video where I talked about the book where you can kind of see me slowing down my speech patterns because I'm trying to think about what am I going to make the phrase be, because I don't know what the phrase is in advance. And so I basically said that because Angelina Jolie was playing Circe, the phrase of the week was going to be Plan B. Plan B is the production company that Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie formed when they were married. I just connected all kinds of dots that should never have been connected. But what can you do? What can you do when you're making stuff? Oh man. So James Tomlinson, thank you, brother. He's rallying the troops, man. He's like, come on, let's get some likes going on. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So let me go ahead and let me randomize or roll these dice and all this other kind of stuff so I can give away this cool book to someone. And if you are the winner, send me an email to hopefully, preferably the Regie at RegieCollects.com email address. And in that email, you basically have to give me your real name, your screen name, your mailing address, your preference for either a t-shirt or a stylus. The shirt actually comes in two sizes, large and extra large. It comes in like a heathered gray and a light gray. I actually prefer the heathered gray, which this one is right here, or the charcoal gray. You can have either shirt. It only comes in large and extra large. If you don't want the shirt, you can actually get a pin/stylus. And so you'll get the Eternals book, you'll get a t-shirt, you'll also get this exclusive variant from the folks over at Go Collect. And again, huge shout out to folks at Go Collect for continuing to support the channel by giving us, all of these books, right? Putting us in a position to be able to give these books away every single week. So if you do win, make sure you send me that email with all of your information, and I will bundle this stuff up and get it sent out to you in a timely fashion. So let's go ahead and take a look at the individuals that actually entered this week's contest. And again, this list of names was actually posted early this morning. I want to say I had it up at maybe 7:30 or something like that. So these are all the folks that were able to successfully enter this week's giveaway. And again, if you have any questions about how to enter the giveaway, I definitely want to encourage you to search for Regie Collects Go Collect giveaway. And there is a video that actually walks you through the entire process of how to do it, as well as all the restrictions, i.e. you must be a resident of US or have a mail-in or Canada or have a mail-in address in the US. Shout out to my man Hydra Collectibles over in the UK who actually won this last week, and he did have an email or a mailing address in the US, so we were able to get that sent out to him. So shout out to him for continuing to support the channel, and I hope that he gets his book very, very soon. So let's go ahead and roll some dice and figure out how many times we're going to randomize this list. So we actually have 10. We have 10. That is how many times we are going to randomize this list. So let me pop this thing back over. So we're going to go back to the list. We're going to randomize this thing a total of 10 times. And then we're going to give away a really cool book to one lucky subscriber. So that is one right there. Make sure you guys can see that. Yes, you can. Make it larger so you can actually see. That's one. Scrolling down to the bottom, here is 2. Scrolling, here is 3. It's 4. 5, halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway is, here is 10. It is, I don't even know how you say all that. Eccentricity, esoteric, exocentricity, blah, 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 blah. Total butcher. Total butcher. You know who your name is. You are the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway. There are way too many E's, C's, and very small letters on my screen for me to get that one correct. You, person, man, woman, child, are the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway. I totally butchered that one. Totally butchered it. Sorry about that. Let me pop over here to the other screen so I can actually see it. There we go. There we go. I totally butchered that name. There we go. I should have just said what Christopher Nash said, which is congrats, EE. I should have just gone with that one because it was clearly a safer way to do it. I was trying to be overly ambitious and just fumbled. Oh man, congrats. So make sure you send me an email to Regie at RegieCollects.com. And I'm going to get this sent out to you. This is an awesome book, Eternals #3, a 9.6 with white pages. Let me know which size shirt you want, either the large or the extra large in dark gray or light gray, again, large or extra large. And then I'm also going to send you the cool Go Collect exclusive variant that will all be sent out to you. So there you go. So we'll get that bundled up and it's all going to go out priority mail tomorrow. I will slap the label on it myself and get that in the mail so that you have it. Give you guys a heads up. We're probably going to be doing some giveaways this week. If I can find some time, we're probably going to do some chats and we'll maybe do some giveaways in the live chats themselves. So we still have a gift certificate from the folks over at 3204. If you guys haven't heard about 3204, I definitely want to encourage you to check it out. They have an eBay store. If you go to 3204 auctions.com, they have a sale going on right now. It's a make me an offer sale. I think all the books on their eBay store are all 9.8s, and they're like, make us an offer. No reasonable offer will be refused. But we may do a live stream later this week in which I actually give away that $20 gift certificate to their store, so you can actually pick something up even cheaper. So you have they make them an offer plus you get the $20. And then we also have this from Comic Collection Agency. He'll hooked me up with this prize pack for me hitting 6,000 subs. We may actually give this away during a live stream this week. So stay tuned to the channel for that. I'll try to give as much advance notice as I can for the live streams, but a lot of times they're honestly just impromptu things where I'm like, I feel frisky and I just want to go live. So definitely stay tuned. We may try to do some cool stuff the same way we did around Thanksgiving. We did a couple of live streams around that. So what I want to do right now is I want to show you guys the next book that is going to be given away this week. And I can tell you this might actually be a short week. This might be a short week for the giveaway. And so you definitely want to stay tuned to the videos that come out from the channel because it could be a short week for the Go Collect giveaway because of, again, personal life getting in the way of the hobby. But I still want to do a giveaway this week. And so the book that we're going to be giving away this week is this book right here. It is Darkhawk #1, 9.8. Really cool book. This one takes me right back to my childhood. I absolutely love this book. I went back and read it not that long ago. It was not fantastic, but it was not awful. It was not one of the worst books that I have read from the 90s. Let's put it that way. So let me pop up my screen here because a lot of people like me, hey, why are you giving away that book? Let's go over to Go Collect. Let's go over to Go Collect and let's check out a couple of things over here. So we're going to type in Darkhawk #1. We're going to look up the FMV, which stands for the fair market value of this particular comic. This is the first appearance of Darkhawk. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and click on that thing. And you can see that there have been some sales. Oh, I'm not even signed in. How awful. Let me go ahead and sign in real quick. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to type in Darkhawk #1. Got it right there. Hit the search button and we're going to search for it again and we can actually pull it up. I think it's going to show us now actual sales price. You can see a 9.8, which that has an FMV, a fair market value of $160. You can expand it and you can see what some of the sales are. So you see 145, 123, 150. Someone had a smoking deal there at 92, 107, 114, 117. Again, one of the great things about Go Collect is you can actually go back and look at some of the sales data to see how the book is actually performing. But right now we have an FMV on that book, that Darkhawk #1, of $160. So there you go. And just as a reminder, because people constantly ask me this one, Go Collect has pricing information for all of the CGC books. So your Restore books, your Blue Label, your Yellow Label, but then it also has pricing information for CBCS as well. But Go Collects only has graded comic prices. It does not have raw books. So just a point of clarification, because people still ask me about that one. So I want to do a better job of pointing that out to kind of help people remember what's what with Go Collect. So there you go. This right here is the book that is going to be given away this week from the channel. It is going to be a short week, so I definitely want to encourage you to stay tuned to the videos that are coming out so you don't miss your opportunity to add a cool slab to your collection. So there you go. And I did not mention this, but we're also going to be dropping at least one podcast this week. I'm probably going to drop it tomorrow, I think. I like to do them on Mondays if I can make it happen. So Monday around 7 a.m. I will be dropping a podcast. I have no clue what it's going to be, to be honest with you. Need to go back to see what is in inventory so that I can release it. And again, I'm actually going to hang on here for a little while longer. So I'll pop over to YouTube so I can actually see you all's comments. But give a quick reminder. This is the Garage Con exclusive t-shirt that dropped. The last red shirt that I'll probably do for a while. It's a pretty cool t-shirt. Shout out to my man Scott for putting this one together for me. But the shirt is now available on RegieCollects.com. So a lot of folks have missed out on a couple of the giveaways that we've done because I've done them as pre-orders. This one is not a pre-order. I decided that I was not going to do a pre-order for this one. I actually put money on the table because I did not like the last time where I had people waiting on their on their t-shirts to arrive. It bothered me. It really did. I had people reach out and be like, hey, Reg, what's going on with the shirts? And I felt really, really bad. And so I decided that I wasn't going to do a pre-order for these. So I actually put money down. The shirts are available. I try to be smart about what I ordered. I try to order things that I believe that people would be able to wear based upon the last 2 pre-orders that we've done. So for example, there's only a handful of smalls, handful of mediums, and then a handful of like the 2XLs. And a lot of it will be in the large, extra large range. That's where a lot of the inventory actually sits. So if you get a chance, RegieCollects.com, you can find all that stuff over there along with a bunch of other stuff. So let me pop over and see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Squirrel Madness, good night, brother. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit. I definitely appreciate it. It looks like I missed everything that EE was saying because I could not see it in my other screen because it's frozen up. So I apologize for that. But it appears that he is actually in the room or she is in the room. I'm not quite certain. So make sure you send me the email so I can hook you up. The almighty Liger King's like, they need to add 3 more zeros to that Darkhawk slab. Oh man. Oh, wait a minute. He's in the hospital. Oh man, that is rough. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. Well, maybe this awesome win, it gives you exactly what you need. So no, seriously, I hope you feel better though. Scrolling up through some of the comments here and seeing what you guys are talking about, making sure that I didn't miss anything. Scrolling up, Darkhawk, somebody's going to be rich. I think I have I think I only have like 2 copies of Darkhawk #1. I think I only have like 2 copies of that one. So this has been in the hospital for a couple of days. Wow. Scrolling through the comments, scrolling back up, making sure that I didn't miss anything. All right. I don't think I missed much. All right. So been in the hospital. Hope you feel better. All right. There you go. Aaron Finkelstein. I see you, brother. All right. So again, a couple of cool things rolling out from the channel this week. A couple of Spider-Man related videos that are going to be coming out. A mystery AOK, a poo platter, not POOP. It is poo platter video that is going to be coming out. And then I'm also going to be doing a Christmas unboxing. So those are basically the 5 videos that are going to be coming out this week between Monday and Friday, always at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. I hope you guys check them out. And then I'm probably going to go live as well. At least that's my hope, because I did not go live at all this week other than this video right here. And I don't know that I've actually gone a week without going live before in quite some time. So I might need to make up for it with a couple of extra live streams so I balance things out. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I hope that you enjoyed this live stream. And if you did, I definitely want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button. Let the Google algorithm know that you like the content that I'm releasing. And if you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so. You can reach out to me at RegieCollects on Instagram, or you can hit me at Regie@regiecollects.com. I am such in the habit of giving the old email address. It is going to take me a while to master that. But anyway, if you guys need me, I am not too hard to find. Take care.